I'll let you do it this time. We don't usually do this on swearing-ins. You have something to say? Go ahead.
Actually, he had something to say. The challenger had something to say,
Chad's
too.
on there, too? Okay.
These are... I don't want to be a curmudgeon at all, Sam Dehne, but of all the things that we should have a right to talk about, it would be the canvass of the vote. For those out in TV land, canvass is a fancy word for verification, validation of the honesty of the vote. And if a citizen can't come up and analyze and talk about, and he's nodding his head in adamant agreement with what I just said. And that's America. We're voting. That's what's going on.
Right.
And I'm not going to take the full 3 minutes.
Good.
I do want to point out, did you say thank you?
No, no. Did I say that? I thought I was...
Anyway, I want to say this about the general election vote. I'm not saying I totally trust it. And by the way, these folks right here canvassed their own vote. And I'm sure if they found any discrepancy, certainly they would have called Sam Dehne to try to figure out what was wrong, what was going wrong with that discrepancy and what was going on, because Sam knows about that stuff. But I do want to say this about the general election. Not that I think it was totally correct and proper. It was much better than the primary election, because in the primary election there was living bona fide proof that the vote stealing is working, because there was Sam Dehne running for the United States Congress, 16 far-flung counties, and every single one of those counties, Sam got the same percentage of votes. I know the judges back there, they're mathematicians. They understand how could one person get the exact same percentage of votes in every single one of 16 far-flung counties. It's a I'm from the Air Force Academy. I called 3 of my mathematical Rhodes Scholar classmates and told them about it, and they said, impossible. You could go down to the roulette table down there, pick the same number 6 times in a row, and you're more likely to get that than to get the exact same vote, the exact same percentage of vote. Anyway, I'm talking about the primary. I did notice that some of the polls didn't quite work out the way the vote worked out. Some of the polls had people winning, winning in the poll, and eventually the vote count got them in there totally in defiance of many, many, many of the polls. So that's about all I have to say. Congratulations to all of you, and my prayers are with you,
Thank you,
with the community, and with myself.
Thank you. Chad Dehne.
Yeah, about the canvassing of the votes, I just wanted to go over a couple things. My buddies were calling me up on election night and saying, hey, Chad, you did really good. Looks like you didn't win. And I said, well, wait a minute. I said, they still need to canvass those votes. This isn't over yet. So I went and I sat by my telephone, and I knew that if there was a problem with the votes, and you folks found that I would be the first person that you called. But I didn't get the phone call, so I did notice that there was some volunteers that came down and canvassed the votes as well. But I just want to discuss something, the canvassing of the votes. These voting machines that we used in this election, many, many problems were found with these machines. California kicked them to the curb because they were not tamper-proof. Came over here, some already were filled out for Harry Reid. My wife went to vote for somebody, and it defaulted down to none of the above. And, these machines, I'm not saying they made a huge difference in my race, but I will tell you this much. I find it interesting that California kicked them to the curb and Nevada bought these things up. It just goes to prove that I guess one man's junk is another man's treasure. So I guess, way to go, Nevada, for finding out a way to make these things work. Thank you.
Thank you very much.